You have to talk a lot.
It's been for a while.
You're gonna be here for a while? Oh, BJ, he has no idea. He's gonna be so excited. He's gonna come and see.
Thank you. How are you? What do you like? That's an awesome. Actually, for monthly program.
Yeah, I was out of town. Sure, no, we weren't out of town. We were behind the camera.
Have to check the sound. See the sound. What? Sound hums. Thank you. On YouTube? Yeah, on YouTube. Let me check. Yeah, maybe more guys. Checking
व्याधिपि दुःखो मरणं पि दुःखम् अप्ययेहि संपयोगो दुःखो प्रियेहि विपयोगो दुःखो यं पिच्छं न लभते तंपि दुःखं संकित्तेन पञ्चुपादानस्कन्धा दुःखा इदं कोपनभिक्खवे दुःख समुदयं हरिय सत्यं यायं तन्हा नो भविका नन्दिराग सहगता तत्र तत्राभिनन्दिनी सीयतीदं कामतन्हा भवतन्हा विभवतन्हा इदं कोपनभिक्खवे दुःखनिरोधं हरिय सत्यं यो तस्सायेव तन्हाय अशेष विराग निरोधो जागो पटिनिस्सको मुक्ति अनालयो इदं कोपनभिक्खवे दुःखनिरोधगामिनी पटिपदा हरिय सत्यं अयमेव हरियो अट्ठङ्गिको मग्गो सेयतीदं सम्मादिट्ठी सम्मा संकप्पो सम्मा वाचा Samma kammantu Samma ajivo Samma vayamo Samma sati Samma samadhi.
Any volunteer to light a candle? Anyone else? One more candle. Place it down.
Before starting our meditation, let us do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5. Salutation to the Buddha.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
The three refuges.
Buddhang saranam gacchami, Dhammang saranam gacchami, Sanghang saranam gacchami, Dutiyang pi Buddhang saranam gacchami, Dutiyang pi Dhammang saranam gacchami, Dutiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami Tatiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami Tatiyampi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami Tatiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami.
Next page. 5 precepts.
Panatipata Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Adinnadana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Kamesu Miccachara Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Musavada Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami Suramiraya Manje Pamadantana Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami.
The opposite page. Affirmative vows based on 5 precepts. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha.
Iti piso bhagava arahant samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati Santa Deva Manusanam Buddho Bhagavati.
Homage to the Dhamma.
Sankhato Bhagavata Dhammo Sandintiko Akaliko Ehi Pansiko Opanahiko Panchantang Veditabbo Vinyohi
donate to the Sangha.
Supatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Ujjupatipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Nyaya patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Samiti patipanno bhagavato savaka sangho. Yadidam chattari purisa yugani Artha purisa puggala Esa bhagavato savaka sangho. Ahuniyo pahuniyo Dakhineyo anjali karaniyo Anutteram punyak ketang lokasati.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offerings. Offering of light.
Ganasaram padintena Dipena tamadansina Tilokadipam sambuddham Pujayami tamunudam.
Offering of incense.
Gandha sambhara yuttena Dhupena sugandhina Pujaye pujaniyam tam Puja bhajana muttamam.
Offering of flowers.
Vannagandha gunopetam Etam kusuma santatim Pujayami munim tassa Siripada saruruhe Pujemi buddham kusumena nena Punyena metena labami mokkam Pumpang vilayati yata idammi Kayo tatayati vinasabham.
Offering of water.
Adivasetu no bhante Paniyam parikampitam Anukampam upadaya Patiganhatu uttama.
Offering of drinks.
Adivasetu no bhante Gilana panchayam imam Anukampam upadaya Patiganhatu uttama.
Worship of shrines.
Vandami cetiyang sabbang Sambadhani supatititang සාරීරික ධාතු මහා බෝධින් බුද්ධ රූපං සකලං සදා. සාදු සාදු සාදු.
Next page. Wish of well-being.
ඉච්ඡේව මච්ඡන්ත නමස්සනියං නමස්ස රතනන්ත යං යං පුඤ්ඤාභි සම්දං විපුලං අලත්තං තස්සානුභාවේන හතන්ත රායෝ.
Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha. In English,
Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox.
mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like the linchpin in a moving cart. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as the smith removes the rust from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees this wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Turn. And then this one. But switch on. Touch the switch. Bring some chanting books too. Bring some chanting books. Just keep. Yes. Okay, welcome everyone for the meditation. So we will do a meditation on loving kindness and meditation on breathing. So today we have Bhante Punna with us after a long time. But today he says to conduct the meditation, but I will conduct. So let us use this nice gathering, and this is a conducive place, conducive time for us to cultivate wholesomeness in our mind. Our mind is capable of wholesomeness and is also equally capable of negativity. But what we feed will be the dominant aspect of our mind. So in this practice, we try to purposely cultivate and feed the wholesomeness in our mind. So first of all, let us rejoice that we have decided to come here today, and we are going to spend this time genuinely doing a training of your mind. And it's very rare that we take care of our mind. It's very rare that we train our mind. So rejoice that you have finally, given yourself a special gift of taking care of this mind and training the mind. So rejoice your decision to come here, and remind yourself that whatever practice we are doing here is going to benefit ourselves and also many other people and beings. Whatever little training we get here will benefit so many other people, so many other trainings. So this practice is not only for ourselves, but for the benefit of other beings. With that, make a determination. I will engage in this meditation wholeheartedly. I will make use of this space, this gathering, these instructions, and I will engage in a committed practice. Make that determination now. With that determination, try to maintain an upright body, keeping your chin somewhat parallel to the earth, resting your palms on your lap, maintaining a nice balanced posture. And with that posture, listen to the sound of the bell and to the chant. And throughout the bell and the chant, keep gathering your attention to this moment and settle yourself in your body. Relax and feel your body and come to your body. Just continue to feel how this body is touching the cushion, the chair, and try to feel the press muscles against the cushion or chair. And try to expand your awareness of the body by noticing wherever you feel your clothes, wherever your body parts are touching each other. Just acknowledge those sensations available in our body. Let us be with them right here and now in our body. Simply noticing, acknowledging, feeling those subtle sensations. With this awareness of the body, let us relax this body further and further. We can invite all the muscles in our body to further relax. This is a good time that we can completely relax and release. We are all sitting in a very safe and a very friendly place. So we can let go of all the concerns and allow the whole body to relax and to loosen up. You can take a deep, long breath if you wish to allow many muscles to loosen up. Take a gentle, long, deep in-breath and release that breath very slowly, allowing your chest to drop, your shoulders to drop and relax. Take another such long, deep in-breath and release that breath slowly, allowing your belly to drop to the front and relax. Take another such long, deep in-breath, slow one, and release that breath very slowly, allowing the whole body to relax, to release, to loosen up. With this relaxed body, we will let this body to be, simply letting it to be as relaxed as it can. And we will gently bring our whole attention to our mind, letting this body to simply be there in a relaxed mode. We will simply watch what are the thoughts, the memories that are coming to our mind right now. We bring our whole attention to our mind itself and simply watch. Thoughts, memories, images, whatever come into our mind, we will simply notice them without developing anyone further. We simply keep noticing them. All different kinds of thoughts keep occurring in our mind randomly, one after the other. This is how our ordinary mind works. Now let us make a genuine effort purposely to change our mind towards the wholesome direction. This is a good time to direct our mind and cultivate our wholesomeness. We will gently guide our mind to experience one of the most wholesome states ever, loving kindness. We all have this deep capacity for unconditional love. We all have this willingness in the deep in our mind for everyone to be well. we all have this goodwill, friendliness. It is the time right now to bring that wholesome quality, that seed of loving kindness to the surface. We will let go of whatever happens in the day. We will let go of whatever difficult, negative experiences we had. Let us now purposely allow our mind to bring this wholesome quality to the forefront, loving kindness. Let us generate this loving kindness. Let us generate that willingness for everyone to be well. Let us generate this goodwill towards everyone, that universal friendliness, unconditional love. Let us now generate and allow that wholesomeness to come to the surface. Let us open our heart, just like when we see a little baby with a gentle smile. How do you feel when you are holding a little baby with the shining eyes and giggling smile? Or how do you feel when you are petting a kitten or puppy or any other pet? Let us open our heart just like that. Readiness to care, genuine wish of well-being, deep empathy. Let us open our heart just like that. Loving kindness. Let us now cultivate this loving kindness to make it stronger and stronger. We can enhance this loving kindness, this spark of loving kindness. We can feed it and make it stronger. Let us now make good wishes to all people, all beings. Let us direct this loving kindness to all people and all beings, genuinely wishing well-being to everyone and directing this loving kindness to all of them. We will now radiate this loving kindness to everyone, including ourselves. We will start with ourselves. This person sitting here, just like we had that loving, kind, forgiving attitude, readiness to care for that baby, for that kitten or puppy. Let us direct the same kind of attention, same kind of care and loving kindness to ourselves, to this person sitting here. Look at yourself as one of the living beings. Who is sitting here is also the one of the people and struggling just like anyone else. Just look at yourself as one of the living beings and direct this loving kindness and make a genuine wish. May this person sitting here be well, be strong, be healthy, Be peaceful. Let us continue to make all good wishes towards ourselves, wholeheartedly wishing well-being to this person sitting here. Let us also take a moment to direct this loving kindness to this whole body, all the organs and systems of this body have been helping us live this precious life. Let us have a deep appreciation for these lungs, heart, and all other systems of this body which are working for us even right now. With deep appreciation, let us direct this loving kindness throughout this body. Repeat these wishes in your mind. May these lungs be well, be healthy, be healed. May this heart, cardiac muscles, the whole cardiovascular system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this digestive system, all the organs in this whole digestive system be well, be healthy, be healed. May these kidneys and whole genitourinary system be well, be healthy, be healed. May this whole nervous system, spinal cord, the brain stem, the middle brain, the frontal lobe, may this whole nervous system be well, be healthy, be healed. Radiate this loving kindness to each and every corner of this body, to all the muscles, to all the ligaments, and to all these bones and joints. May this whole body, from the top of the head to all the way to the tips of the toes, be well, be healthy, be healed. allowing this loving kindness to envelop the whole body, healing each part of the body. Let us now expand our loving kindness beyond ourselves to everyone else. Let us expand this wish towards all others. May all people who are connected to our life, may all our family members, our good friends, may all these beloved people share this loving kindness. May they all be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us expand this loving kindness beyond those people to everyone else. Let us radiate this loving kindness to everyone in this whole surrounding area. May all these good friends sitting with us in this hall and everyone else in this whole surrounding area, may all of them be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. Let us keep expanding this wish as wide as we can to embrace as many people to our wish. May all people living beyond this immediate neighborhood, in all other cities, states, and countries, we will genuinely wish for the well-being of all of them. May all people, all beings living in the direction of our front, whoever the people living in our direction of our front right now, in faraway places in that direction, in all cities, states, and countries in that direction, may all of them be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people, all beings living in the direction of our right, whoever the living beings in this direction right now, all of them, living near and far, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people living in the direction of our back, all of them living in this direction right now, near and far, Be well. Be safe. Be healthy. Be peaceful. May all people, all beings living in the direction of our left, whoever the living beings in this direction right now, may all of them, near and far, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful. May all people, all beings living everywhere, may all animals, from large ones to tiny ones, whatever life forms there may be, may all breathing beings, each and every living organism, without exception, be well, be safe, be healthy, be peaceful, peaceful, peaceful. Rejoice this loving kindness that embraces all living beings. This loving kindness has no limit, no boundaries. It radiates far and wide and embraces all beings. Rejoice this limitless love, unbound loving kindness. With this rejoice, let us now gently bring our whole attention to our breath. Let us dwell in this peace, in this wholesomeness. Let us deepen this peace, this calmness, by simply paying attention to our breath and closely watching our breath, and let our mind to be there, be around the breath, and settle down and feel deepen this peace. Gently shift your attention to this breath. Feel your breath in your nostrils. Feel them when they are touching the inner walls of your nostrils. Feel them when you are passing behind your throat or filling your lungs. And feel it when you are breathing out, how the lungs are emptied, how the air is moving through your nostrils. In some cases, how this air is touching the upper lips. Just closely watch exactly how it is happening and exactly how we feel it. There's no perfect way to feel it. Whatever the way we feel it is the way. We simply bring our close attention and try to feel the air moving in and out. Let us be with our breath. Let us keep coming back to our breath again and again, no matter how many times we have other thoughts. Be with the breath and rest with the breath. Dukkha patache Nidukkha Bhayapantache Nibbaya Sukhapantache Nisukha Hontu Sabbepi Panino. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Let us take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have peaceful meditation in our life. Let us deeply feel grateful to all great teachers, the enlightened masters in the past, who passed this wisdom from generation to generation. Let us feel grateful to whoever helped our meditation practice tonight and whoever arranged this place for us. Let us also feel grateful to these non-living things which helped our meditation, including this cushion, this bell, and this chair, and this device that help you to connect to meditation from home. With deep gratitude, let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay. Okay. Anyone would like to share or ask questions of your practice? Bante, nice to have you. Do you have any comments about? Okay. Then we can move to our discussion. These days, our theme of our discussion is actually the Loving Kindness Sutra. This is, so we in the in your chanting book, it's in page 16. We have been discussing different qualities that Buddha described as, as a part of our loving kindness practice. And actually now we have come to, we are in verse number 4, right? Yeah. As maybe, as a start, can we all, read the English translation from 1 to number 4? So then we can start our. 16 with you. Okay. Can you all read from the beginning, English part? He who is skilled in working out one's well-being and who wishes to attain the state of peace should act thus. He should be adroit, straight, upright, obedient, gentle, humble. He should be contented, easily supportable, with but few responsibilities, of simple livelihood, control in his senses, prudent, courteous, and not hanker after association with families. Let him not perform the slightest wrong for which wise men may rebuke him. Let him think, may all beings be happy and safe, may all have happy minds. Whatever living beings there may be, without exception, weak or strong, long, large, or of medium size, short, subtle, or gross. We will stop there because we are going to discuss number 4. So last week we discussed this, the loving kindness practice and also the chant that we can recite in our mind as a way of creating a protective shield. When you feel like you're in danger, when you feel like you're going to have a bad confrontation with someone, when you feel like there like vulnerability, and you feel like vulnerable to have any friction or any conflict, and you can just recite, may all beings have happy minds. Right? Sabbe sattha bhavantu sukhi tattha. So sabbe sattha bhavantu sukhi tattha, and keep repeating that thing, and that will create a protective shield. So today we talk about the how in this other verses, what we find is like different ways of practicing loving kindness, how like different ways and different stages. And here we see that Buddha has said that how we should direct our loving kindness to all kinds of beings, right? Whatever living beings there may be. And the Pali term that is used there for living beings is prana, right? But what is the significance of the term prana or prana? What's what the prana means?
A being who is living.
Living, and yes, living.
Yeah.
But the term prana also refers to
Consciousness.
refers to breath,
Mm.
like pranayama.
Yes.
The pranayama, that means the breathing exercise, right? Yeah. So prana means breathing. So when you say sabbe prana, that means whoever breathes. So whoever is breathing, it should be the one that should deserve our loving kindness. So breathing beings, that includes so many beings, right? Anything that is in that has this breathing quality. And then it says that without exception. And so weak or strong, long, large, of medium size, short, subtle, or gross. So these are like a different categorization of the beings. If you want to see with reference to us, with reference to us, can be weak or strong. They can be weak, like a solid beings, and weak, weak or strong. Long beings. Any example of a long being, Harindu?
Like a snake.
Snakes, yeah. Snakes, including anaconda, right?
Yeah.
Yes. The long beings.
Alligator, shark.
Yeah, the long beings, yeah, long and large, yeah, large, and of medium size. So many other beings that we encounter, right? Yeah. And then, also the yeah, short, maybe small in size, medium size. Rasa means short, small, right? And then subtle or gross. Subtle or gross means that sometimes we can have gross animals, but there can also, can be beings with subtle bodies. Subtle bodies. This in this case maybe includes animals with subtle bodies, but it can also include anuke. It's small, right? Anuke means tiny. Tiny, yeah.
You like a plankton or something?
Tiny means like ants.
Like ants, maybe?
Yeah.
What would be a gross being?
Tula. That's a good question, Bante.
I mean, I could be gross.
Yeah. Tula, Bante. Yes. Stula? Is it stula? So these are like a dual, like Rasa, Anuka. Yeah, Anuka and Tula, right? So small and maybe big. Stula can be, like a heavy thing. Fat. Usually we say Tula for fat. Anuka is tiny. Smallest has some big size. So. So it's simply, so like, it's showing that in our mind, we have categorized beings. So, but it's referring to us, right? Large or small is reference to our size, right? So, and ants are small because it's reference to our size, I mean, the size is dependent, right? And so relevant. So, but these are the sizes that we usually perceive. And then, so this is making sure that we cover all living beings. That's the point here. Try to expand our loving kindness to all kinds of living beings. Which includes all these different categories. And yes,
Does it include hell beings and
beings in other realms. Yes,
so
definitely.
gross could be a hell being?
In the next.
Actually, in the next category.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, next week.
Okay. Stay tuned.
Yes, visible and invisible.
Nick
Thank you.
commented Gemba and with a frog.
Gemba, yeah. Who said that?
Nick.
Nick was in Sri Lanka, yeah. Thank you, Nick. Yes. So the point here actually, our loving kindness should go beyond human beings. This is the main point, So, so usually, I think here, what this sutta is doing, what this discourse is doing, is try to help us to expand or go beyond our usual distinction between human beings and animals. Even very distinction between human beings and animals. As if animals is all one category and human beings another category. And I don't know how we can put all the living creatures as animals, because the difference between animal and ape will be closer than the difference between a deer and a frog. How much differences, right? So we somehow we lump all the animals together and think that they are all animals and we are humans.
What if there was aliens?
Aliens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you met one?
I don't think so.
But the very term aliens is again, is our perspective, right? We will be aliens to them, but can we be friends? Yeah, it's a categorization, right? But anyway, so this and I think the helping us to like go beyond our normal usual thing, maybe usually placing ourselves as higher than animals. And that's how we think, we somehow think that animals have particular privileges than, maybe particular privileges than other beings. And of course, human birth is considered a fortunate, precious, birth realm in Buddhist cosmology also. But because of the opportunity for us to attain enlightenment, it doesn't give any special rights, but just give us a special responsibility. Because so to try to helping us like treat whatever breathing beings as someone that we should care for, we should have loving kind attention, including human beings. But try to there's a difference between definitely with human beings and animals, but when it comes to like the trait, when it comes to our loving kindness, I think the criteria should be our capacity for suffering. As long as one being suffer, they deserve care, right? Yeah. How you usually distinguish humans and animals? What is the main criteria that we use? Is as human beings using it, right? So I remember one thing Pune is saying that it is we are the one who use all the categories and give names. Animals have no idea what is happening. Right?
What's the difference?
That's the difference. Means giving labels.
No. Oh, I thought you said that they have no idea.
Animals
Yeah, like about enlightenment.
about enlightenment. I was thinking that they have ideas. If you have a pet,
Well, ideas.
or if you have pet, that they have all ideas.
Yes.
Right?
But the idea of enlightenment.
Oh, exactly. I mean, yeah,
The difference between.
yeah, that will be.
But I said, but they giving names for the certain animals.
Animals,
we give names, and for things we give names. But we are the people who name and put the labels on them.
Yeah.
They don't know what exactly.
They don't know. They don't know that they are called deer, right?
Yeah.
What if the dog knows?
Yeah,
something?
exactly. Yeah, they know because they are with humans. They have learned the bad habits. Naming. They know their name. Yeah, exactly. We can be trained.
You have their own language, would you say?
They communicate. Yeah. They communicate definitely. Yeah. I'm listening early in the morning. How birds are. They're busy communicating. They're busy talking to each other. Right. Yeah. And I think.
I read somewhere question about a dog has Buddha's nature.
Buddha nature, yeah. It's a famous debate, yeah.
So what being kind and doesn't betray a human, and is that what they mean by dog having Buddha's nature?
Yeah, actually, Buddha nature is the term that we use for the seed of enlightenment.
Yeah.
That capacity for all living beings to become enlightened one day. So there's a Zen, praise. There's a whole debate about does a dog have a Buddha
It's a
nature?
possibility.
Yeah, possibility. Yeah, seed. Yeah. So yes, definitely a dog. Not only dog, any living beings has that.
So we shouldn't be distinguished between human and animals. All
I mean, there can be instances that we had like distinguish, but there's no fundamental difference when it comes to living beings.
as far as the universe is one, oneness being with dogs, human. There is
Yeah.
no duality.
Yeah. So that's the goal here, and like help us to like transcend, because usually the way we live, how human society is moving, and we have what we call like racism. We can have what we call speciesism, right? Speciesism. Yeah, I mean that's ingrained in human being, speciesism. So that's this sutta is try to help us to go beyond speciesism. Is it great?
Yeah, it's just a funny word.
Yeah. And to try to help us to be like that. I think for some time human beings, people, we thought that animals doesn't have a consciousness. They doesn't have desires. They doesn't have emotions. That is because we are not close to them. If we are close enough to them, and we get to see, I mean, they have complex emotions, right? Anybody like to share your experience with your, animals? They have very complex emotions, right?
My dog runs my household. I don't. She just happens to let us live there.
Yeah, even they can have it's complex negative emotions, like even like jealousy. Yeah. So how I mean it's complex, right? Yeah.
I had a dog for 8 years, well, students still do. We just got a cat.
And
My
then
dog is very jealous of the cat.
the attention is going somewhere else, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And even if I talk nicer to the cat, my dog knows.
Oh, really? Yeah.
He's very upset and comes up to me. It's very
Make sure
he
that
wants
he's
my attention.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. So I prefer.
So so how we can say that so maybe even the animals living in the forest like a deer, whoever are the animals, they are also having similar mental states. So it's our perception that they don't have consciousness or emotion, but actually if you come close to them, and we will begin to realize that they are really beings. They have consciousness. And in fact, actually, in 2012, there was a research. There's a declaration we call Cambridge Declaration of Consciousness. It's a famous declaration, 2012, and they proved that the scientists proved that animals have a neurophysiological structure that conscious states can function. So the neurologically, they have neurological structures that they can exhibit intentional behavior and consciousness. They have found even not only like animals like mammals and birds, but even octopus. Processes neurological substratum that they can have some sense of awareness and consciousness. Yeah.
They have like each tentacle. It has almost like its own brain in each one of its separate tentacles.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The one difference between humans and animals would be like animals are mainly function through their instincts, and they have some volitional they make some volitional decisions, but mainly they are driven by their genetic makeup, their instincts, and occasionally they make judgments and volitional actions. But as human beings, we have more capacity to go beyond our instincts and do something else purposely and volitionally, and that is why we can produce more karma, both good and bad, because of our capacity for volitional actions is bigger than that of the animals. So therefore we can produce more bad or good karma because we volitionally act most of the time.
Moreover, Bhante, when we consider about the animal and human beings, when we think about the human beings, if they wanted to go outside of, I mean, if they wanted to work, They have so many purpose to work and see and collect, and they have so many purpose to work outside.
Yeah.
But when it comes to animals, they have only one intention. That is why they are working, because of in search of
Survive.
survival,
Food.
to
Yeah.
take food. That's why they are
Mainly, I mean, yeah.
moving and working.
The
towards
main goal is to survive. You know.
survive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but that Sanskrit verse, ahar nidra.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that distinguish.
Yeah, distinguish. You know. Yeah. There's a stance of saying that the food and the sleep and the sexual needs
And the fear.
and the fear. Thank you. And the fear. Those four are common with both animals and humans. We as we are also animals. We are as living beings. We all have it. But one difference will be they actually call dharma. Which means our capacity for compassion. Our possibility, our ability to behave beyond our instincts, our righteousness, our spirituality would be the one difference between animals and humans. But that doesn't give us the right to exploit them. And that what makes us different is actually our capacity to care for them, care for all animals.
But when you go with the declaration, I think even the animals, they have compassion and love and all of those so-called qualities
Yeah.
for their own kids.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Young kids. Yeah, definitely. But also sometimes I have also seen.
It seems like instinct, but
Yeah.
if it is
Yeah.
so, then
I have
what
seen
about
some
we
videos
also
actually.
have instinct.
I have seen some videos, but some animals, when they are given food, they don't eat, and they want the other animal to eat first. There are some rare instances. I have seen some videos, but some dogs, opposite to your case, actually. Some dogs, they are very friendly, and when they are fed, they don't eat, they wait until the cat come and eat, and they eat. Yeah. And sometimes I share those videos, Yeah. And some, they're one, and also animals save other animals too, yeah.
Like if you watch videos about elephants that are, in a herd, it's like they take care of the little ones,
Yeah.
not just the mother.
Yeah, exactly. But there are also cases that animals look after other animals, not their own species, other animals. Yeah. So anyway, there's one interesting Jataka story I would like to share with you. Jataka stories are the collection of stories, in the Buddhist literature. Some of them are actually, a story of in the previous lives of the Buddha, and some stories are like folk stories to teach us an important lesson. And this story is about monkeys, and their perspective of human beings. If you ask monkeys, what do you think about human beings? This will be the answer. Okay, again, this is a story. There was what we call batch of monkeys, right? Can say batch or group of monkeys. Yeah, the group of monkeys living in the forest, and they had a leader. Monkeys have leaders, actually. Yeah. So there was, one man who actually, who catch monkeys, and then, and train them, and then they train them like circus, all kind of things, and he earn money. So one day he created a trap, and then when he went one day, there was a huge monkey, the really heavy built monkey. He was almost, open his trap and, and flew, but just before that he came. When he saw this special features of this monkey, he knew that he should be a leader. He thought that instead of like training him like I want, maybe this is a good opportunity for me to to go to the king and report about this special monkey and give him a gift. So if he's happy, he will also give me some other gifts. So I think those days how people did things. So he wanted to offer this monkey to the king. So he created a cage and then went to the king and presented the king, this is a different monkey. His body is different, it's heavy built. And the king liked it. And he gave the monkey catcher, some other gifts. And he would like to somehow he liked this monkey, and then he want to, grow him as a pet. So eventually, he gave him a nice cage. It said that he even give him a golden chain, nice golden chain. And also gave the best food he can give. And then somehow this monkey, slowly, get used to this new environment, and he became very friendly. And particularly, the king liked his playfulness. He will play tricks. So the king wants some relaxation, right? So he will, watch this, monkey, and ask him to play a trick, and he will do some, a movement, and the king will be happy. So eventually becomes such a favorite, pet, and he used to go everywhere the king's goes. So he was eventually become like a companion, and the monkey was able to observe and watch all the interaction. He will go to concerts, he will go to meetings, like diplomatic meetings, and he will sit, be in the in the courts, when there's judgments are made, and he will be in the sports, and so he get the opportunity to experience different kinds of human life. So experience everything. He get to know about human behavior and human nature, human thinking. And then king becomes so friendly with him, and when after they're so close to each other, and he will even sleep in the king's chamber. But after a while, king started to develop this compassion. Of course, such a great companion, but he realized that actually he's been limited, he's been restricted. And after a while, king thought that the best, if I'm a really good friend of him, the best thing will be actually release him. Although I lose him, but that will be his natural life. So king, out of friendship and compassion, he decided to send him back. So he called that monkey catcher and told him, make sure that you bring this monkey and bring him to the same place, and then and release him. So the person who catch the monkey brought him and went to the same place and released him. And the monkey has not been there for many years now. He went to the boulder. There's a top of the boulder that usually monkeys get together once in their ancestral meeting place. And he went there and waited for the other monkeys to come. And as soon as other monkeys saw him, and they were so surprised, where were you? And we thought that you are dead. We could have made our mind. It's such a surprising thing to see you. And everybody comes, and it's a big news. Everybody came and asked, where were you? Please tell us, where have you been? So he told this story. This is what happened, and I was caged, but I thought that the best thing is to simply be friendly, and it really worked. And I was so friendly with the king, and ultimately decided to free me. And then the monkey says, okay, tell me, how were the humans? How were the human beings? And what did you learn from them? What are their ways? And the monkey said, don't even ask about it. Don't even ask. I'm not ready to tell you. But then these monkeys keep asking, please, we want to know, we have been with them. And then he told them, okay, if you really want to hear, you all have to come close to me. I will only whisper, because it's not something that I should tell you. I will only tell you once, and that's all. And don't ask me again. Okay. Everybody got more interested, and they all get together. And the monkey is telling that human beings, they have this sickness. They like to make things their own. They always say mine, 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 mine. They make their trees mine, and they don't allow others to eat from that tree. Is that so? And because monkeys don't make that, rule, right? So they don't have the idea of mine, 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 right? That was the biggest thing for this monkey notice. They make everything mine, and they divide everything, and they don't allow others to use it. Oh, and everybody got really shocked. And then say, and continue to say that they make this mine. And then they fight against each other, and they cheat each other, and some monkeys were really horrified. And some were even, put their, in the explanation, put their, they don't want to hear anymore, And then monkey said, sometimes they even kill each other. And monkey has no idea that kill each other. Everybody got so horrified, so it feels so terrible of listening to this, cheating, all kind of things happening about the human beings. And at the end they decide, okay, enough, and we feel so horrified. And some even, the story, some even got fainted, listening to the ways of human beings, because that's horrible for them. And they decided, okay, so this is so bad, and I have like a traumatic, some even have traumatic experiences, and they told that, okay, so we don't want to hear it anymore, and this place that we used to gather, and whenever we come to this place, it will remind us all these horrible stories. So let us change our gathering place. We will name this place Garahita, the Garahita Jataka. We will name this place as like a blame, like a blameworthy, maybe whatever,
Like accused stone.
accused stone, something like that. And they decided not to gather in that place anymore. And found a new place, because those stories that Monkey King told them was so horrible. I don't know whether we have so many stories that, how other animals look at human beings, right? So this interesting Jatak story. And so that's what they decided not to gather in that place anymore, and not to hear about human stories about human beings anymore. Yes. Okay. Yeah, actually, kind of the story. This Monkey King was the Buddha in previous lives. But this story is really kind of helping us to come out from our conceptual cage, and look at ourselves from a different perspective, and that's what these stories are doing. Yeah. So let's remember that, and that is, as human beings, although we claim, superiority, or claim, all the, power, prestigious, but we'll be very, poor in terms of, how animals behave sometimes, right? Yeah. So you have the capacity to become enlightened, be virtuous, be kind and compassion. That should be the difference, but most of the time we may not use it. And having an intellectual power does not necessarily make us better. Maybe make us more powerful, but sometimes even power can make us, worse than others. Right? Okay. So that is why when we want to practice loving kindness, we try to incorporate, accommodate all living beings of different kinds, and try to go beyond, our sense of superiority, and wish well-being to everyone.
We have to train continuously.
Exactly. Yeah, we had to train continuously, making sure that what that monkey is told about us, is not with us. Yes.
Well, not too long ago, I was thinking about how often I use me or mine and my, and I tried to take them out of my sentences.
Yeah. Okay.
It's really hard.
It's very hard.
It's
really.
hard to
The language,
language. To substitute the for my, or the car instead of my car, or
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Interesting. Yeah. It's very difficult. Yeah. But sometimes it's not simply the language. Maybe we can, after we understand it, we can still use the language, but not be fooled by it.
Right.
Yeah. And actually, one thing that Monkey King told them, actually, even though they really cannot own things, but they think that they own. That's what he said. Actually, also they own mountains, they own lands, they own forests, they own trees. They think that they own them. They call it mine. Monkeys never do it, right? They simply use it and don't need to. Okay. Anyway, so it's a nice story for us to learn. So now let us move to the other part of the program. turn page number 14. It's a time to share the merits with all others. By coming to this practice and doing this chanting and meditation together and engaging in this awesome discussion, we have generated so much goodness, good karma, good merits in our hearts. Let us now share these merits with all other beings. First of all, let us recall to our mind our departed ancestors, our relatives, our family members who are no more with us today. Let us feel grateful towards them and share these merits with all of them. May all of our ancestors, departed relatives, family members share these merits. May they be well, happy, and peaceful wherever they may be. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñāteyo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñāteyo. Idang mi ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñāteyo. Let us also share this merits with all other living beings. If there's any being who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share our merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ettavata che amhi sambhatam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe sattva anumodantu sabbe sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act kick in the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until attain Nibbana, purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determined to be heedful. Okay, now we will do our blessing chant. We will chant the same sutra we just studied, but we do this as a form of blessing, extending blessings to you. This particular sutra was given by the Buddha out of great compassion for all living beings. And we are going to chant the same sutra for you, wishing you to receive the blessings of the great compassion of the Buddha. Throughout this chant, we will maintain unbound loving kindness, and we will generate these wholesome vibrations. We wish that may you all receive these blessings. May all be surrounded by these blessings of the wholesome vibration and loving kindness. By the power of these blessings, may you be blessed with good health, peace, and happiness. May you develop your courage and strength to overcome difficulties in your life. May you grow in your mindfulness and wisdom to find solutions to issues in your life. May you all receive these blessings. May you all be well, happy, and peaceful. You may also recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with, your family members, your friends. Bring them to your mind and share these blessings with them too. May all of you receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්සේ නමෝ තස්සේ භගවතු අරහතු සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්සේ නමෝ තස්සේ භගවතු අරහතු සම්මා සම්බුද්දස්සේ කරණීය මන්ත කුසලේන යන්තං සම්පදං අபிසමිච්ඡ සක්ඛෝ ජෝච සුජෝච සුවචෝ චස්ස මුදු අනතිමානි සම්තෝසකෝච සුබරෝච අප්පගෙච්ඡෝච සල්ලහුක බුද්ධි සම්රින්ද්‍රයෝච නිපකෝච අප්පගම්බෝ කුලේසු අනනුගින්දෝනච කුද්දං සමාචරේ කිංචේන විඤ්ඤෝ පරේ උපවදෙයුං සුඛිනෝ කේමිනෝ හොන්තු සම්බේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛිතත්තා ඒකේචිපාන භූතත්ති වාතාවරවා අනවසේසාදිගාවායේ මහන්තාවා මංජිමාරස්සකානුකතුර දිට්ඨාවායේව අත්දිට්ඨායේච දුරේ වසන්ති අවිදුරේ භූතාවාසං භවේසීවා සබ්බේ සත්තා භවන්තු සුඛිතත්තාන පරෝ පරං නිකුම්බේත නාති මඤ්ඤේ කන්ත චිනං කංචේ භාරෝසනා පටිග සංඥාඤ්ඤමඤ්ඤස්ස දුක්ඛමිච්ඡේය මහතායතානියං පුත්තං ආයුසා ඒක පුත්ත මනුරක්කේ එවම්පි සම්බ භූතේසු මාන සම්භාවයේ අපරිමාණං මෙත්තං ච සම්බ ලෝකස්මින් මාන සම්භාවයේ අපරිමාණං උද්දං අදෝච තිරියං අසංබාධං අවේරං අසපත්තං තිට්ඨං චරං නිසින්නෝ සයානෝ වායාවතස්ස විගතමින්දෝ ඒතං සතින් අදිට්ඨේය බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමාහෝ දිට්ඨිං ච අනුපගම්ම සීලවා දස්සනීන සංපන්නෝ කාමේසු විනය්‍යගේදං නහි ජාතු ගම්බසෙයං පුනරේති ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සොත්ති තේ හෝතු සම්බදා ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු ඒතේන සච්ච වජ්ජේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං සම්බීතියෝ විවජ්ජන්තු සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු මාතේ භවත් පන්තරායෝ සුඛී දීඝායුකෝ භව භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ බුද්ධා bhavena sada sotti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te bhavatu sabba mangalam rakantu sabba devata sabba sanghanubhavena sada sotti bhavantu te. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Try to recall to your mind whatever kind deed that you were able to do during past few days. Think about yesterday, maybe day before yesterday, and recall to your mind whatever kindness or kind deed that you were able to do. Helping someone, sharing something with others, even listening to someone, even a simple act of kindness. Let us rejoice these moments of kindness that we had in our life. On this day, or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, and glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Let us now recall to our mind whatever kindness we receive from others. Think about your past few days and recall to your mind an incident in which you received some kindness or care for someone. Someone helped you, someone cared for you, someone was kind to you. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day, or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others, with their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you, everyone. It's nice to have you all, and thank you, everyone who joined our YouTube. Appreciate your comments, your participation, and everything. And next Wednesday, we are going for a retreat to West Virginia. So not next Wednesday, we are going on Saturday. So next week we will not be here, but center will be open, and you can have this session. You can come and maybe place offerings and meditate. So it will be open for on Wednesday and from 7 to 9, but we will not be here. We'll be, if you're meditating, we'll be thinking about you over there from West Virginia. Yes. And you are coming next week, right? Yeah. So you can come early and open the door.
Yeah.
You are coming early, right? We will tell you where we hide the key. So, yeah. Okay. Thank you, everyone. So we will see you in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and appreciate your coming in. And see you next time. And please come for the blessing strings.